Okay, good morning grade 11s. I'm going to quickly do page 35 with you, just to show you the basics of the 2-point perspective, just to help you a little bit, because I know you guys are worried about this. Okay, so the first step always with perspective drawings is to get your vanishing point. Now you have to look at your top view to determine how to get your vanishing point. Now if you look at the angle of your top view, you'll see that we have a 60-degree angle there and a 30-degree angle there. So we're exactly going to use a 60 and a 30-degree angle. So we're going to use our 30-degree set square to go to the left, because 30 goes to the left. Mine's a little bit short. I'll extend it now. Oof, this ruler. Okay. Still not enough. Sorry guys, I just want to move this up because okay, up until your picture plane. Then remember where it crosses the picture plane, we bring it straight down till it crosses your HL, and that would be your left vanishing point. Please remember to label it as well. Then we're going to do the same for the right, but we're just going to use 60 degrees. Again, where it crosses the picture plane, we're going to pull it straight down, and that is then your right vanishing point. Okay. Now the first point where you always start with is the one that touches the picture plane, but very, very, very important, guys. Do you see? Okay, we're lucky in this case, but what I want you to please focus on for future reference. Sometimes the roof touches the picture plane, but it's not necessarily the wall. You can see the thickness of the wall here, but if you look here over here, you'll see that the roof, there is no overhang, so that's perfectly fine. We don't have to stress about that. But sometimes the roof, the overhang touches the picture plane, and the walls only start a little bit away from the picture plane. So please just check that you look for that when you do your drawing, especially if the roof has an overhang. You'll see it here on the sides quite nicely. In this case, it doesn't, so we can start with that point as our wall immediately. So we're going to bring it down to our GL. Okay, so obviously that is basically this wall over here. That one is this one. This little housey part is here at the front. Okay, we're going to take both of them to your vanishing point. You'll see that your vanishing points sit very low. Let me just see, I've got a long ruler here somewhere. There we go. Okay, your vanishing points are quite low, so from where it touches the GL, we're going to take it to the right vanishing point. That's going to give us this line, and we're going to take it to the left vanishing point. That's basically going to give us this line. Okay, this is still very straightforward. We're going to take the top to the SB, that one also to the SB, and then we're going to take it straight down where it touches the picture plane. Okay, and where it now crosses your vanishing line, over there. Oh, this one crosses at the same point. What are the odds? Okay, so that line is this line, that one is this one. You can make it darker if you want already. I know some people like keeping it light and then only making it darker later. It's completely up to you. Okay. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to find this piece over here. So I'm first going to start with that corner and that corner. Now, very, very important, guys. Because these two corners don't touch your picture plane, you're going to have to pull them parallel meaning parallel to the angles that they're drawn at, in this case 60 or 30, you can do either or, it doesn't matter, 60 or 30, and we're going to take that to the picture plane. So, okay, so I'm going to pull it down at a 60-degree angle. So I'm basically extending the line towards the picture plane, because remember it needs to be on the picture plane. Okay, then I'm going to take them straight down. Okay, now what is that? We're trying to find these two corners of the walls at the bottom, right? So it's on the bottom, it's on the GL. So we pull those, we extend them to the picture plane, we pull them straight down to the height line. In this case, the height line is the GL. Okay, then we're going to vanish. Now I'm going to show you two techniques to get those points. Vanishing to the right. And to the left. You don't actually have to vanish to both sides. Yeah, okay. If you're going to vanish to the left, you'll see that it's completely besides the point, because there's going to be nothing over here. I hope that makes sense. So I'm not even going to vanish to the left. Okay, so that's not the method I wanted to show you. So the first one is extending it 60 degrees to the picture plane, taking it down, vanishing to it to the right. So to get to those points, you can then either take these points to the SP and down. That's what I'm going to do. That's option number 1. Take them to the SP. To the SP. And straight down. And then where they cross those vanishing lines we just drew, so remember, extended, then we vanished, then SP, so that would be the first one. Extended, vanished, SP, that would be your second one. Okay, that would be option number 1. Now I just want to show you guys something. If you had to just get this point, vanish it, and then get that one with the SP, then you should get this one as well. So let's quickly just check ourselves. Look there. Perfect. Okay, so that one was option number 1. Option number 2 is to extend it 60 degrees and 30 degrees. Woo. Bring it down. To your height line. And vanish. And what do you see? Gives you exactly the same thing. So option number 1 is to take it 30 degrees. Well, no, I'm lying. 60 degrees down, vanish, and then SP and down and where they cross. Or take them 60 degrees down, vanish, then 30 degrees down, vanish, and then where those vanishing lines cross. That's also the point. So it's either or. You don't have to do both. Please don't do both. Choose an option here. But the point is, those are our 2 points. So that would give us this line over here. I'm not going to make it dark because we have a little step there. So we first have to get the little step. Now the step is going to be exactly the same thing. First going to extend it 60 degrees. I like the SP method. That's just personal. I don't know why. So I'm first going to extend it 60 degrees. Okay, this one's pretty much in line with that line, so I'm not going to redraw another one. Okay, then I'm going to draw it to the GL. Vanish. to the SP. It's a little bit off, so I can't use that line. Bring it down. Okay, so for this line, we extended it. We didn't vanish this one. Okay, so we extended it, then we vanished it, and then we took it to the SP and down. You're gonna have to like really hou kop hierso because it gets a bit confusing. SP, extended it, down, vanished, and then SP, which is that one. Again, if you just wanted to vanish it, it would give you the same point, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that is the base of our little step. So that's that line over there, but at the bottom, so it's this line technically. Then we're going to do the same, but one step up. So now all you do is you're going to use exactly the same lines from the top, but we're just going to use a different height line. So we're just going to pull that height of the top of the step across. And then where our extension line crosses that height line, we're going to vanish from, which is over there. Okay, in this case, it falls on that same vanishing line, so we're lucky over there. So we can, that happens sometimes, so we can just use that point over there. We're just going to have to vanish the other one. Okay, so we're just following our extension line again. Now where it crosses the new height line, which is this one over here, this one that we pulled through, then we're just going to vanish. Whoops. And we're going to use exactly the same SP line to where it crosses that new vanishing line, which is over there. And then there's the front of your step. Okay, now to get the back of the step, we're going to take those 2 points to the SP and down. Okay, and then we're just going to make it cross with the top vanishing lines. That would be over there. So we're basically getting these lines there now. Okay, and there you can already start seeing your step. You can make this dark as well. We can also make this wall, that bottom part we had, we can make that dark. Okay, so there's your step. Now I can just make this line dark over here, like that. And now we're going to do the walls. So I want to get the top of the walls, which is obviously this height line. So where this one crosses the height line, we're going to vanish. Okay, now we already took it to the SP to find the back, so it's going to be that point over there. So that's going to be your wall. That's going to be your wall. Okay, and for this one, that's going to be your wall. Okay, now for this part, or for these ones, height lines, we're going to have to do exactly the same. So we're just going to use the parallel method again. So we brought it down parallel, straight down until it crosses the height line, which is over there and over there. Then we're going to vanish those 2 points. Okay, then we're going to follow where they go to the SP and down, which is over there and over there. And if we follow the vanishing line again, we can see that we did do it right. No issues. Please don't make your dots as dark as I'm doing. It looks a bit haha if you see my dots are a lot dark. Very dark there. Okay. There's your walls. Now we're quickly going to do the roof. I'm just going to show you the roof quickly. Okay, so we want to get these points on the roof, like these ones, that one, and that one. Again, do you guys see they are not on the SP? They don't, on the picture plane, they don't touch anything that touches the picture plane at a 30-degree angle. What I mean by that is, let's say we want to get this point. If we get this one, we can just vanish and get that one because it's already lying at a 30-degree angle. This one, there's no line. If there was a line going like that, we could have gotten that point and could have gotten that one. But these ones are at a funny angle, so we're going to have to do our parallel method again. So we're going to project this one. I'm going to project it to the right-hand side just because we have a bit of space there. Okay, then I'm going to take it down to the height of the roof, which is actually on your HL. Your HL is the height of the roof, so I'm just going to take it. If it wasn't, then you would have just extended the line of the roof. So I'm going to take it to the height of the roof, which is over there. Now you can't vanish because it is on the height line. Okay, so we're just going to pull the height line through. So that does make life actually a little bit easier because there's no vanishing or anything like that. So we're just going to pull the, this thing is skew. Just going to pull that across. Now we're going to take that point to the SP and down. Remember, usually we would have vanished, but this is already on the vanishing point, so there's no way to vanish to. So you can just use that as your height line then. So we're just going to take that to the SP. And down, and that would be that point over there. Now that point is connected to the sides of the wall. Okay, now we're going to do the same with this one. We're going to take it to our SP. And we're going to take it down, and it will be over there. Okay, now I want to find that point. So I'm first going to have to take it parallel. Let's take it 60 degrees because then we can sort of find these two because they'll both be in line. So we'll take them that way. Again, remember, because our height of our roof is on our HL, we don't have to do anything else. We don't have to vanish or anything like that. So technically we don't even have to do the extension if you think about it, but let's just always be accurate. Let's get into the habit. Okay, so again, it's on the HL, we can't vanish, so it stays on that line. So we're just going to take it to the SP. We could have jumped straight to this point. I hope you guys noticed that. But like I said, let's stay in the habit of extending our lines if they are not on the picture plane. Okay. Take them down. That one. And that one. And you'll see that it just creates a straight line. Makes life a little bit easier. Again, this point over here is connected to the side of the house. So this one is connected to the side of the house. Okay, and then this one's connected to the side of the walls. Okay, and then you can just make the top of the walls darker. Okay, there's your roof, there's your house, there's your step. Okay, now for the door, I'm just going to use the same line over here because the front of the door sits on this line, then I don't have to project again both these ways. I'm being a little bit lazy. So because these 2 points sit on this line, which I already extended, I'm just going to use that line. I'm going to follow it down now to the bottom of where the door is, which is the top of the step, which we've already extended a line for. So I'm going to use that one. I'm going to vanish that line. Now I'm vanishing towards the left because the door is towards the left. Okay, do you guys see? It's exactly in line with my step, which is perfect. Now I'm just going to take those lines to the SP. Sometimes we do a few things just to check ourselves, but in an exam, when you don't have time, you don't have to do all of those, because technically we already had that line because it sits exactly in line with the step. Okay, now we're just going to bring it down. And that one. Okay, and now we just want to get the height of the door as well, so we're just going to bring the height of the door through. Now we're going to do exactly the same, where the extension line crosses the height line, which is over there. We're going to vanish. And then make it cross those SP lines, which we just drew. You have to just keep an eye out and see which one's which. It's that line. And that line. Eventually, there's a lot of lines, guys. Okay, there's your door. Now, obviously, the door has thickness because it's the thickness of the wall. So the part where we can see inside the door, we're going to vanish. Then we're going to take that thickness part of the door to the SP. And straight down. And you'll basically draw the door frame, which is over there. Okay, now we have a window. Oh, we just have one window. Perfect. So we just have this one window, so I'll do that one. If we have more than one window, I wasn't going to do it. Okay, so let's just do the one window. I already have the top of the window's height line. So I'm just going to do the bottom of the window as well, the height line. Okay. Because the front of the window sits on this line, which is touching the picture plane, we can use this as our reference. So we're going to follow the point that's on the picture plane to the height of our window, which is there and there. And we're going to vanish it. So in this case, we don't have to do the parallel method because it's actually on a line that touches the picture plane that is drawn at a 30 or a 60 degree angle. So that's basically the rule that you need to know. So we're going to vanish it to the left. Okay. Then we're going to take them to the SB. And down and down, and then here's your window. Okay, now just like with the door, it will have depth. So we're just going to vanish the corner, which we can actually see, but it's already almost, sort of, it's very close. We're going to take that inside corner to the SB. This you'll remember from last year. We did this in grade 10 as well. Down. Okay, now the only thing is, we also want to get the bottom of the frame over there. So all you're going to do is you're just going to take that corner, line it up with your left vanishing point, and you're just going to draw that in. And that's your window. Okay guys, that's how you draw perspective drawings. So remember the rules. If it doesn't touch the picture plane, like in this case, and it doesn't touch any point or any line, now don't think of it now, but like this one touches this line, which touches that one, it has to be a direct touch. So this point touches the picture plane, so that point we can use, and that one we can use. For all the others, we're going to have to do the parallel extension method. Okay guys, please let me know if you need any other memos, and I hope this helped.